It is that time for my response to a tweet. And today's tweet, I've been holding this one for a couple days for this day. It is so fitting that this gets addressed on the day after the Nevada caucuses. And some of the shenanigans or some of the things that was exposed at the caucuses. If you guys been seeing on Twitter and on the internet, the Ku Klux Klan showed up to support Trump. And it would just so happen that I wanted to talk about this today, and then this happened at the Nevada caucuses. This is something that has been festering for a long time, but the media does not expose it to you, and they have their reasons. But today, I am going to address this tweet, and it says, "You keep pushing Ben Carson when the media doesn't cover him, people don't vote for him, and other candidates don't respect him. So does that make us racist? You keep pushing Ben Carson when the media doesn't cover him, people won't vote for him, and other candidates don't respect him. So does that make us racist?" And here's my response to your tweet. I am, as you could probably tell, I'm an African American or a black conservative. I understand the benefits of being a conservative versus being a liberal. I've been on both sides. To respond to this tweet, I am going to take on a race issue. I do not want anybody to think I am playing the race card. But I think it is imperative, and I've been saying this since day one on my radio show, that we have to do things to bring in these disenchanted black Americans that are tired of liberalism, but they've been doing it so long they don't know what to do, and they are looking for guidance from us. This is how we stop losing elections, because we expand our base. And then the people that want to stay home, if they stay home, we make up for it, because why? We have rescued the African American community off of the liberal plantation that has their lives mired in everything but the American dream that our forefathers and our ancestors envisioned and died for. It is imperative that the conservative side of America be the shining light on a hill to rescue the minority community that is being hijacked and massively abused by the liberals, and even the homosexual communities and all these other things that have been hijacked and totally abused by liberals, women, minorities, and other social groups. My response to the tweet is this. Donald Trump's exposed something with the Republican Party and some Americans on the right. He exposed something that it's difficult for me as a black conservative to grasp, but I have to be honest about it. He exposed that Republicans are not racist, but you sure do act like it. I don't believe that they're racist. I believe there's racism in America. But I believe that that has been ostracized to the point to where you can't be openly racist. You can have certain kind of bigots type things. You can have preferences. You can have those kind of things. But you can't be an open racist in America without fearing some kind of retribution, whether it be physical, mental, economical, or something. It is something that this society has showed that we do not want to tolerate. Because of the human factor, there will always be these dynamics, but this open. So what Donald Trump has exposed is that Republicans might not be racist, but they sure do act like it. The American people might not be racist, but it seems like we're acting like it. See, let me tell you something the Democrats have done. They have purposely, or liberals have purposely did something with Barack Obama, because what they cannot have happen is the African American community be freed. They have done everything humanly possible, evilly possible, to make sure that the African American community never gets freed off of liberalism. They want to control their health. They want to control their food. They want to control how they rear their children, how they educate their children. They want to control every aspect of the black community. I was there. I know. What they did was made sure that Republicans will never, ever, ever be able to obtain the black vote. That the blacks will stay brainwashed into believing that these liberals care. And they will continue to use propaganda to show that Republicans don't. This is what was happening before Donald Trump. Barack Obama sealed the deal. Barack Obama made it so that you will never trust a person of color with your life, your health care, your food, your decision making. They made sure that you blamed the black man, whether it be subliminal or way out loud. It was subliminal because of political correctness. You would be ostracized if you blamed the black man. We attempted for the last 8 years to say, no, it's about his policies. It's not about his color. That's what we've been attempting to get people to understand. And I believe it. I was one of those same people. The liberals call me house Negroes and all kinds of stuff when I go there. But when you go there, they say racist. You've been spending the last 8 years trying to convince people that you're not racist. But the liberals made sure that you had a taste and a disdain in your mouth for this black president that is wrecking what they want to call this white country. That animosity is built up, and trust me, you have been ready to blow for a minute. You are massively frustrated. Enter Donald Trump, a liberal through and through. He's a Republican opportunist. He will switch his party affiliation to whatever business decision it needs to be made. He comes in as a liberal with an utter disdain for any free people. Economically free, culturally free, anything. He comes in with an utter disdain and he taps into your frustration. And you are venting this frustration. He's leading in the polls because you're acting totally frustrated. And what he has exposed is that Republicans might not be racist, but you sure do act like it. And the liberals are excited. They know that they will keep black folks and women and everything. Why? Because you let a person in a Republican suit wreck everything that we stand for, or that we say we stand for. You're running against liberal propaganda. And we're making it look like an actuality because of Donald Trump. When we are not supposed to propel Ben Carson. He can do that on his own. If he's running for president, he's a big boy. He can sink or swim on his own. It is not our job to propel him and prop him up to the top of the charts because he's black. That's not our job. But we were supposed to protect him. Because the liberals are telling blacks that Republicans don't care about blacks. We were supposed to protect that. We were not supposed to allow a Donald Trump to come in and wreck the Republican brand that's already having a hard time. We were not supposed to propel Ben Carson, but we were supposed to protect him. And so we might not be racist, but we sure do act like it. We were not supposed to propel Carly Fiorina because she was a woman. But we were supposed to understand the liberal propaganda that they put against us as Republicans and people on the right. We were supposed to understand the propaganda that they put on their people, brainwashing their people to never give us a chance. And we didn't protect her. We weren't supposed to propel her. She could sink or swim her own. She's a big girl. But we didn't protect her. We weren't supposed to propel all the fringe groups. We're not supposed to propel homosexuality to the top, or homosexuals, or handicap, or anything like this. We weren't supposed to propel illegal aliens to the top, and we weren't supposed to propel Hispanics. We're not supposed to propel them, but we are the party that's supposed to protect them. And we didn't. We allowed Donald Trump to come in here and defame everything from Jesus, all the things we're supposed to protect and stand for. We didn't protect it. Donald Trump exposed that we might not be racist and bigots and stuff, but we sure do act like it, because we did not protect our brand by making sure that wolf in sheep's clothes never got to live a day on the Republican side uncontested. So not only through whatever liberals have done over the last 8 years, 50, 60 years, Republicans and on the right, you have sold America down the tubes. And for what? Ratings in conservative media and power over the people. And now we're in a place where we will never be able to get the black folks to know, and the women to know, and the minorities to know, and the handicapped homosexuals and the Christians to know that we will protect them. That's my response to a tweet on the Phil Williams Show.